Friendship is inseparable from humanity. To be human is to love, and to be loved is to have reason to live. Connection is the foundation of fulfillment. It's the river rushing towards the ocean whose waves erode the seemingly universal plight of humanity. In your 20s, friends are all you have. It's somehow different than college, too. Life slows down and you're forced to decide who you want to be, what you really want to do with your free time, and who you want to do it with. That's post-grad life. Those 2 little days that start with S are your only chance to make the other 5 days of struggle remotely worth it. And the stakes are high. Your options are to use your weekend wisely or hate your life until the next one comes around. And I don't mean to be a downer, but your life is really defined by the time outside of your job. You won't remember the details of the hundreds of days you spent sitting in the office every single year, but you will remember concerts, trips, hikes, dinners, whatever you do outside of that time working. And what makes all of those things the most memorable is the people you surround yourself with. The characters in the story are monumentally more important than what they actually do together, especially in the real world, where you're more likely to end up sitting in a room for a few hours than you are to slay a dragon. My friends have really defined my early adulthood, and maybe this could be attributed to my lack of a long-term relationship post-college, but I think this experience is shared among my peer group regardless of relationship status. As you come to understand yourself better, you'll have an easier time making better friends. You'll know what to look for and what to avoid, and even if you're like me and hit the platonic lottery as a 15-year-old, the friends you have as a young adult will have a unique impact on your life because they become your family. I traded dinners with my parents and siblings for dinners with my roommates and friends. It's different but the same. We talk about our days and tell each other our problems, but the conversations always linger on whatever causes the most laughter. Discussions about bad lab partners turned into tales of impressively useless coworkers, and delicious home-cooked meals turned into individually prepared plates full of macronutrient-justified bullshit. But there's beauty in that. There were days in college where JJ and I would break from studying to sit on the couch and eat Maruchan ramen for dinner while watching Death Note. Most of the time we ate something a little better, but the real value was that we had a dedicated time to spend together despite our separate challenges. That type of connection is almost familial because it has no stakes. It requires no planning, it's not a major time commitment, and there's no worry about making any sort of impression. As you become closer to people, they become more accessible in a way that's both more convenient and conducive to consistently fulfilling interactions. Honestly, it's funny how many aspects of my early adult life mirror my early childhood. In college, my perception of what an adult should be and do defined my free time. At least socially, I did things that I felt were appropriate for an aspiring adult. I spent more time drinking handmade cocktails at 19 than I have in 3 years post-grad. But now I play almost as much basketball and football as I did at 12. On Nathan's 25th birthday, I threw a baseball for the first time in over a decade. My days are spent at the local park with my buddies, just like they were 15 years ago. Rather than walking to the neighborhood park at the end of the cul-de-sac, I now dodge a few cars while heading to my personal square of urban paradise, but it's all the same. It's kind of ideal to find things that simultaneously serve your body, mind, and heart. Obtaining 1 or 2 components of that trio is fairly easy. Running, for example, serves the body, listening to music serves the mind and occasionally the heart. Going out with friends serves the mind and the heart, but rarely the body. The trick is combining all 3 as much as you can, and for me, there's a guaranteed formula for success. Some physical game or activity with friends. Profound, I know, but I can't overstate how much materially better my life became when I started spending my free time running around outside like a kid with my best buddies. This idea was solidified for me when Melvin and Asher got us on ping pong in high school. We'd pile into Melvin's garage and run 4-person table tennis tournaments until the call of AP Chem homework got too loud. Any sport is good enough to satisfy both the body and mind, but spending countless hours with people that I now treasure equally to anything else in the world, well, that was good enough for the heart. To an extent, happiness and fulfillment will always be derived from company, and who you have by your side can make all the difference. I think what I feel now as a 24-year-old is a sense of peace. If I never made another friend for the rest of my life, I'd be content. I'm sure I will, and I'm looking forward to it, but that's really just to say that I don't need anything more than the people I have now. When you have friends that offer a level of depth in terms of both individual quality and interests, you don't need to seek new people to connect with to fill a specific void. This idea goes beyond finding people with similar interests and really gains significance when you start to think of your friends in terms of their willingness to embark on some sort of exploratory journey with you. The most impactful example of this across my whole life is Asher dragging me into policy debate. It was more familiar to him, and he did his best to get me up to speed, but we were both pretty horrendous early in our careers. Our sophomore year, we went to a tournament in Las Vegas that cost $400 per person to participate. We lost 5 rounds in a row, finishing with a 1-5 record on the tournament. But, that weekend remains one of my fondest high school memories. It was warm, we ate at the local smash burger at least 3 times in between defeats, and we got to roam around Vegas as 16-year-olds. My most important relationships have followed this trajectory over and over. There's always something to learn and progress at. Skateboarding, photography, League of Legends, writing music, the innate challenges of life in your early 20s. Friendship feels so inseparably human because it provides meaningful solidarity during struggle in a way that nothing else can. Your job might be so bad it feels like you're getting shipped to the Western Front every Monday morning. But at least you have the 3 idiots you live with and a guy in Philadelphia trying to become a doctor who are all going through it too. Companionship is the antidote to the human condition. Investing time into your friends is never a mistake. Give them a ride, help them move, write them letters, bring them a gift from your quarter-life crisis trip to Japan, send them a playlist, tell them you love them, or just write a shitty song. Play an embarrassingly low-skill game of basketball, fail to climb a rock, play a game of skate that never ends, trudge up a mountain, throw a party, lose a debate round, or 5. It really doesn't matter. You don't have to be a star to be loved. You just have to give people your time. That is the essence of life. So yeah, invite your friends over, cook them a dinner that might not be that good, and leave the dishes. I'll get them in the morning.